Yo everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. Got a big old bag of Lego here. Let's see how heavy it is. I mean, I can lift it, so it can't be that heavy. I'm gonna say 15 pounds. Huh, 10.4 pounds. No, it's gotta be more than that. Oh, now it's 10.6. I'm gonna call it 12 pounds because it's not like fully on the scale. 10.6, okay. 10.6 pounds it is. But still, that's 10.6 pounds of Lego, which is pretty awesome. So that's 10.6 pounds of Lego that I recently acquired. Now, I'm gonna have to sort all that, I think. What would you do if you got 10.6 pounds of Lego? Would you just not sort it? Of course we're gonna sort it. Oh man, I can't wait to see what's inside there because it is literally a mystery. I didn't like look at it or anything. It's just been in that bag. It was presented to me in that bag. I didn't have a look at any pictures of it, so it's all a mystery to me. But if I'm about to attempt to sort 10.6 pounds of Lego, well, then there's something else I need too. Gonna have to keep an eye on my minions, trying to raise them properly so that they can sort the 10.6 pounds of Lego in the future. I'm also gonna need a coffee. So, you ready to dig into it with me here for the first time? Ooh. Oh man, that's a big freezer bag. What is that? Looks like a cool windscreen, doesn't it? Oh, there's minifigs in there. Okay, that's sweet. Some big plates and such. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Oh, I wonder what set that's from. Like, is it the same wings as the wings on the plane over there that's suspended from the ceiling? I'll have to look up the part number. Or see if I can put it together from just looking through here. Oh, some more minifigs and a vehicle there. Oh, there's a minifig's bum. Also a large dark tan plate. Some special transportation. Oh my gosh, look. I just spotted a shark. Sand green plate there. Whoa, that's the chicken guy. The chicken guy. Right on, okay. Look at that mock. That's a monster mock. Spaceship. An elf. Whoa. Oh, this must be the plane cone. See, I don't have to look up the set number. I should be able to piece it together now. That's a cool nose cone. Wow. So let's take all of these parts out of their bags so we can get a better look at what's inside. It's fun emptying huge IKEA Ziploc bags full of Lego pieces. It's like a mystery. I'm excited. Oh man, the deeper and deeper I dive in here, the better and better this looks. What would you do if you had all of this Lego? Would you try to like complete some of these builds? Like, for example, this car right here looks pretty cool. Obviously, we want to try and put that airplane back together. Maybe this motorcycle, that looks like a Creator 3-in-1 motorcycle. There's another car over here. So would you try to complete some of these builds? Or would you just part it all out and add it to your collection? I don't really know what to do. I think piecing some of these back together just like really wouldn't be worth the time. Hey, that's pretty cool. It's a pullback monster truck. But could you imagine how much time I would have to spend to go through here and try and piece all of these builds back together? Oh my gosh, it would take forever just to add 10 vehicles to the city or whatever it may be. So I'm thinking that the part selection here, whether it be brown plate or these giant bricks or 2x4 brick or green plate or black brick, is going to be more beneficial to me than to try and put these sets back together. Although I do like the look of this spaceship. Which spaceship is that? It's definitely not the 3-in-1 one. Like, what is that? Is that the 3-in-1 one? I don't know. Probably some sort of Lego City spaceship or something. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is just go through it, part all this stuff out, and just sort it. The only thing that I sort of want to put back together is that airplane, because it looks like a pretty cool airplane, whatever airplane that is. Right? Like that has got to be put back together for sure. And you can sort of tell which pieces belong to the airplane. But what I could do is just sort it all, part the airplane out on Bricklink, and then start picking the pieces from the sorted bins that I have. That's probably the easiest way to put any of this back together, to be honest.
When it comes to sorting huge lots of Lego like this, typically what I'll do is get it out all on the table and then just pick through all the basic stuff. So I remove all of the plate, all of the 2x brick, and that frees up actually quite a bit because there's quite a bit of plate in here and quite a bit of 2x brick, and that's like the biggest, chunkiest things. And then once all that stuff is gone, well, not all of it, but like the vast majority of it is gone, then I can sort of start picking other things, such as 1x brick. I'm going to keep those isolated from the 2x brick because that's how they are in my parts inventory. And then just sort of break it down by part type. So pick out like all the slopes, all the curved slopes, and just sort of break it down by part size. But I'll typically start with the biggest pieces because, well, those are the easiest ones to find. So things like doors and windows and all that type of stuff is just easy to pick out of this massive pile. I always like sorting in massive lots. I just can't stand sorting like little tiny lots. I feel like it just takes so much longer to sort tiny lots. But this 10.6 pounds actually goes by pretty quickly. So I've got some containers on the ground that I'm like using as little bins, obviously, and I'm just like hucking the parts into those. Sometimes I'm spinning around and putting them directly into my sorted parts inventory. And then I've got some piles on the table there as well. So just sort of isolating all the different part varieties into the piles. And the big pile of unsorted Lego gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it's pretty much finally gone. And then I choose to put the remaining pieces, like that small pile of pieces, into my actual Lego sorter, and then start breaking down some of the smaller piles and start integrating them into the parts inventory.
Not bad at all. Here's the end result. Like, this is a ton of plate. That's crazy. So I threw all the plate in there, 1x, 2x, 4x, 6x, all colors. Now what I do is I dump it out on the table. I divide it all up by color because it's easy now, right? Just go through and grab all the black plate, put it in a pile, all the brown plate, and then I go through and I put it into the drawer. So I grab all the gray plate and then I just pop it in the drawers if it fits. But yeah, then I go through and I file it all away. All the 2x bricks, super easy to put away. 2x2, 2x3, 2x4, 2x6, they all get their own drawer. 1x, do it the same way that I do the plate. This is all like miscellaneous stuff. The airplane pieces are in there, but I do have some drawers in my system over here which are designed for miscellaneous pieces. Pieces that don't really have a home. So when you're looking for something completely rando, you know where to go. You'll probably find it in those drawers. I put all my vehicle pieces in drawers too, like all my tire pieces, all the, sorry, not drawers, but actually the silly heads. And then all of these pieces get grouped together, like the wheel well elements, anything that holds the tires together. I have a certain place for these. I think they're with brackets, so I put those all together as well. 1x2 plate, just gotta file them away by color. Slopes are just ridiculous. There are so many different types of slopes, inverted slopes, curved slopes, 1x2s, these weird wonky ones. So yeah, I've got like a million different ways that I sort those slopes in here. So when I go through and do the initial sorting, I group them by type. So I put like all of the regular slopes together, all of the curved slopes together, all of the inverted slopes together, and just sort of go from there. And then I put all the connectors together here. Connectors are a nightmare to sort. I guess it's not too bad, but this whole system right here is all connecting pieces. So I go through and I sort them by part type. I have yet to cut little pieces of base plate, put them on the exterior there, and then actually adapt what pieces are inside the drawers. I need to get around to doing that just because going through the drawers isn't very efficient, although I have a pretty good mental memory of where they all are. And then there's printed pieces. So I've got a system for printed pieces. Looks like some of them made it in here though. And then there's tiles, but yeah, all of my printed pieces consume 2 drawers, probably gonna go to 3 drawers relatively soon just because it is sort of overflowing and I need to break it down even further. Maybe all the 2x2 stuff goes together, all the 2x4 stuff goes together. Yeah, so that was not bad. There's over 10 pounds, what was it, 10.6 pounds of Lego sorted? Not bad at all. There was some stuff that didn't get sorted, so I just ran it through my sorter. So I've got like the medium pieces, some more medium pieces, and then some small. And those are gonna go into my bins, which are all organized by size right down there. So I got a small bin and a medium bin, and then I've got a couple large bins down there. Why did I do that? Why didn't I continue? Just because I was just sort of bored of sorting. Also, when I put these into the bins, and then I choose to sort another day, say for example, I want to go through my medium bin later on in life, well then there's not, you know, like one of these, there's 20 of them in there. So they're easier to grab and it's just way more efficient. Or when I go there, there's, you know, there's a bunch of plates, so then you just grab all the plate. I just find it so much easier to sort. It's so much faster and you get way more sorted like parts per minute when you're sorting a lot of Lego rather than a little bit. So when your pile becomes small, it just slows down. Like it's just ridiculous. So I'd rather just put that with the other unsorted stuff. And then when I do another day of sorting, I can just crush it out like I did this here. So I'm gonna go ahead and file all of this away. And there we go. Once again, the Lego room is clean and my desk is pretty much empty. I decided not to part these out. I don't know why. Well, I definitely want El Toro. I'm going to rebuild it. I think those are the tires for it. Whip out the instructions. Should be able to get that built back up quite easily, I would think. I should probably part this out, though. I don't really need that vehicle. But I sort of want the crusher. That's cool. Because if I part this out, what am I going to do with that? Like, what am I going to do with the hood piece? I may as well rebuild the crusher. And then I will be rebuilding this plane here as well. That's going to be really cool. This looks like almost complete. Like I feel like I could get that vehicle back up and operational pretty easily. This spaceship though, yeah, that's probably just get parted out, I guess. There's some good pieces there, like the curved slopes on the side. I don't know, maybe I should just identify what spaceship that is and then rebuild it. And this motorcycle, I don't think I need it, but the problem is when I part it out, then what am I going to do with these like big rubber tires and stuff? And that's the thing, when you get like big lots like this, a lot of it is good, but a lot of it also just ends up like filling your part drawers and you're like, what am I ever going to do with this many colorful slopes? Plus I have like a freezer bag full. So there we go, 10.6 pounds of Lego broken down and sorted here in the Lego room. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff coming out in the near future. And have yourselves a fantastic day. Farewell.